Okay, now that we have built our services page, let's create our products page. So if you go to your browser and click on the products, we do not have a products page yet, but we have built the service 3 page. So what we'll do is we're going to go to our about us page template here, save this page as, and I'm going to create a page called products. Okay, so that's created. Let's get back here. I'm going to remove this and let's go to a products tab. Okay, so this is what we have. So what I want here is I want a list of products here. So let's get back to the code, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of a little bit of paragraph, like around this much. So I can get rid of that, and let me remove this image and this paragraph. So this is the main content which I have, and I'm going to build everything within this. Okay, so this is what I have. So since a paragraph is a block element, I can directly create my product over here. So I'm going to add around 3 products in my page. So let me get back here and you can see this. I'm going to create a div called products list. Okay, and inside this I'm going to create another div. I'm going to call this as product, and inside this I will have an img tag. Let's hold control and spacebar, and we have images, and I want this laptop over here. I'm going to call this laptop, and once I have this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another div here. I'll call this as product caption, and inside this I'm going to create a paragraph tag which specify the product name, and then we'll specify the product price. I'm going to set this one to del tag. We'll say 50,000. Okay, and now we have a new price, that is INS, and that is 25,000. Okay, next I need an anchor tag, and here I'll give this as buy now. Let me save this. So if I go back to my browser and hit refresh, you can see this is my product, and my entire idea right now is to style this. Okay, let's create some more of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this product which is inside the product list and copy this and paste it here and here. So I have it like around 3 times now, and let me refresh. Okay, there it is. Now we need to target this. So let's inspect this. Let's see what is the document size we have inside, and this is my main tag. So basically my main tag is 700 pixels wide. So let me open up calculator, and I'm going to calculate this. So 700, and I want 3 products inside this. That's going to be 233.33. So I'm just going to copy this till here, copy this, and now you can see that I have a product div, right? So let's go to our CSS now, and here I'm going to type in, say product, say dot product. I'm going to say that the width is 233.33 pixels, height is auto, and I want this to float to the left. So if I do this much, I should be getting 3 products all aligned side by side. Okay, let me add some border to that so that it can look a little bit nice. I'm going to say border as 1 pixel, solid black. Let me save that. Let's get back to the browser and let's hit refresh. Okay, see, this thing happened. Now since I have added 1 pixel border, so I need to remove 2 pixels from here. So this becomes 231.33. So let me just refresh now. That should come side by side again. So look, it looks kind of very close to each other. So I'm going to give some margin here. I'm going to say the margin should be around 5 pixels apart. So let me hit save and refresh. Okay, this thing is happening again. We need to minus around 5 pixel on the left and 5 pixel on the right, that is like 10 pixels. So this becomes 221.33 pixels. So I can just hit refresh now. Okay, we have the boxes lined up together, but see, the text is quite closer to each other, so we need to give some spacing inside, so that would be padding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add padding as 5 pixels. Let me save that and let's hit refresh. Okay, we have the padding, but again this thing has come down, so now we need to minus 10 pixels again. This becomes 211.33 pixels. So just refresh and that looks good. Now we can style this. What I can do is I can inspect this one. You can see that's my paragraph here. So this is the content P, but I have a product caption. So I can select the product caption, and inside that I have a paragraph tag. So for this one, I'm going to say the font weight is bold. So everything becomes bold there. I'm going to select this thing, copy that, and then paste it in my style sheet. Let me go back here and refresh. Okay, that looks good. Now the deleted one is going to be in red and this is going to be in green. So let's do that one. So if I open this link here and see the DEL is actually normal, so I'm just going to change this color. Yeah, so I want this one inside the product caption, so let me select this and add this one, and inside this I have DEL. So for this one I want the color to be in red. Okay, that's in red. I'm going to copy this now. Let's get back to our code and paste it. Okay, the same thing I'm gonna do for my INS, that is the inserted price. So INS, and this will be green. So I'm just going to remove this. So if I save this, come back here and hit refresh. Okay, I need to customize my buy button. So what I'm going to do now is, there is only one anchor tag inside the product caption. Let's get back to our code. Let me just take this one now, and I have an anchor tag. I will call this as display block, and this will be background color as teal color. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, that's looking good. And I want the padding to be around 8 pixels. Let's see how that one will look like. Okay, that is actually looking good. So what we'll do now is we'll say text align to center, and I'm going to say that the color is going to be white, and I want the font family to be sans serif and the font size to be small. Save that one. Let's get back here and hit refresh. Okay, I just need to remove the underline now, so I'm going to say text decoration as none. Save this. Let's get back here and refresh. Okay, we have the buy now button. When I take my cursor, I want to change the color, so I'm going to take this anchor tag here. I'm going to add a pseudo class, say over. I want the background color to be orange color. Let me save this. Let's get back here, hit refresh. Great, we have the products page ready.